Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, welcome to Sri Chandra's distance learning program. Dear students, we were dealing with the topic al-failul muzari'u al-mansub. Al-failul muzari'u al-mansubu. This topic we were learning. Yesterday I have taught you the conjugation of imperfect tense. First, I have given you what is al-failu. What is al-failu? Al-failu means it is every word that signifies the occurrence of an action at a particular time. That is called as al-failu in Arabic. It is broadly categorized into four types. Number one, al-failul madi, and second is al-failul muzari'u, and third is al-failul amr, fourth is failul nahi. What is al-failul madi? Al-failul madi, it is every word that denotes the occurrence of an action in the past. And what is al-failul muzari'u? This denotes two tenses, present tense as well as future tense. Okay, it denotes an action which is taking place or will take place. This denotes two tenses, present tense as well as future tense. Okay. Whereas failul amr, in this we find an command or a request. And what is failul nahi? In that the negative command is given or negative request is made. That is called as failul nahi. So what we will do today? Today we will study in detail about al-failul mudari'u al-mansub. What we have? We have 8 particles. We have 8 particles that changes the case of failu al-mudari'u. Okay, those particles are called as subjunctive particles. Okay, those particles are called as subjunctive particles. First, the lesson heading is al-failu al-muzari'u al-mansub. Al-failu al-muzari'u al-mansubu. Al-failu al-mudari'u al-mansubu. This is the heading. Now we can use this board as well. Al-failul mudari'u al-mansubu. Al-mansub. Okay. Al-failul mudari'u al-mansubu means imperfect tense in accusative case. Imperfect tense in accusative case. What are the words that changes the conjugation to accusative case? What are the particles? What are the words? Those words are 8 in number. Those are called as al-huruf an-nasiba as well. Al-huruf an-nasiba. Okay. Subjunctive particles. Subjunctive particles. Al-huruf an-nasibatu. They are 18 number. Number 1 is an, that means so or that. So that. So or so that. Second one is an-lan. Lan means no or never. Actually it means never. Okay. Next, number 3, an-lan kai. Kai means so that. Number 4, idhan. Idhan can be written with the noon or without the noon, like this. Idhan means when or then. Okay, these are the 4 words. Remaining 4 words are the subsequents of these words only. What are those words? Those words are unlearn, and here kai means so that, and other translation is in order to. Okay, un so that, or it also gives the meaning of to. Un so that or to. Lan no never. La kai so that or in order to. In order to. Whereas izan means when, or other translation of izan is then. Okay. Now remaining 4 words are 5, 6, 7, 8. Unlearn kai idhan. These 4 words are the follows these words only. Okay. In these words we have lam al juhud. Lam with kasra. Lam with kasra called as lam al juhud. Lam al juhud. Lamut talil or lamut juhud. Lamul juhud. Lam al juhud. Then one more lam is there, that is also lam with kasra. Its name is lam at talil. Lam at talil. Okay. Then other word is there, fa as sababiyya. Fa as sababiyyatu. Fa as sababiyatu. The last one is hatta. Hatta means till. Okay, hatta, another meaning is unless. Okay, these are the 8 subjunctive particles or al-huruf an-nasiba, which changes the conjugation of imperfect tense to accusative case. Okay, let us take the screenshot of this board, then I will rub the board and then we will proceed towards the next sentence. How they work on the imperfect tense. How they work? Actually, these particles give nasab to the last letter of imperfect tense. Okay, these 8 particles, what they do? They give nasab. Nasab means fatha, zabar. They give zabar to the last letter of the imperfect tense. Or they drop noon al-i'rabi. Noon al-i'rabi from the moods of the imperfect tense. We will take the examples. Take the screenshot first. Snapshot, then we will proceed towards the examples. Okay. Now, taken. Let's proceed towards the examples and definition. We will keep un as it is. We will take the examples of un first. Alif noon an. alif, noon, an. An means, as you know, that to or so that. It has two meanings. Okay, an. An can give fatha to. An can give fatha to 5 moods of the imperfect tense. Okay. 5 moods of the imperfect tense. Number 1, yadhabu. Yesterday we wrote the conjugation of yadhabu. Yadhabu. Yadhabu, tadhabu. Then again tadhabu. One more adhabu and nazhabu. Okay, these are the 5 moods which if the un prefix to these 5 moods, it changes its case to accusative one. An plus yadhabu give rise to an yadhaba. Okay. An plus, okay, an plus yadhabu is equal to what? It will become an yadhabu. Instead of an yadhabu, it will become an yadhaba. Okay, what is the change? The change is it is giving fatha to the last word, last letter. An yadhaba, to go. Yadhabu means, what is the meaning of yadhabu? Yadhabu means he is going or he will go. When an is prefixed to yadhabu, then it will give the fatha to the last letter and hold the meaning to the future tense. What is the special feature of the an? An changes the meaning to the future tense. Now the present tense meaning will be dropped when the an is preceded to any imperfect tense. Present tense meaning will be dropped. It will hold the future meaning and it will become an yadhaba, to go. If we prefix here uridu, I want to. Okay, I want to go to Makkah. If we want to say like this, uridu an, he want to go to Makkah. So uridu an yadhaba ila Makkah. Okay, ila Makkah. Uridu an yadhaba ila Makkah. He want to. Okay, yuridu, we will take yuridu here. Yuridu, he want to go to Makkah. Yuridu, he want to go to Makkah. Got it? Try to understand the concept. When an is prefixed to these 5 moods of imperfect tense, this is third person masculine. The second one is third person feminine. Second person masculine. And first person masculine and feminine. And this is first person masculine and feminine. Okay. Third person masculine singular. Third person masculine singular, S stands for singular. And third person feminine singular. Third person masculine singular. Okay. Second person masculine singular. Then first person singular. First person plural. An gives fatha to these 5 moods. Okay. And from other moods it will drop noon al-i'rabi. Noon is there. This noon is called as noon al-i'rabi. Noon i'rabi. Noon i'rabi, for example, in the second yadhabu, second mood was yazhabani. Yadhabani. So when we prefix al to this, an to this yadhabani, so it will become an yadhaba. Noon will be dropped. Like we drawing dhamma from here and replacing dhamma with fatha. So in the other moods, except these 5 moods, all the other moods, the noon i'rabi, noon al-i'rabi will be dropped by the subjunctive particles, except 2. Except 2 moods. What are those 2 moods? Third person feminine plural and second person feminine plural. Third person feminine plural and third person feminine plural, no change will occur, no change will take place by these words if these words precede to them. Okay, got it? Now make other word from the same sentence. Make the other word here. He want to go to Makkah. If we want to say he want to go to Makkah, then we will say yuridu an yadhaba ila Makkah. Yuridu, he want to go to Makkah. An yadhaba, to go. It will changes the verbal noun meaning, gendered meaning. Okay, an yadhaba. The example is yuridu an yadhaba ila Makkah. He want to go to Makkah. Okay, third person feminine. She want to go to Makkah. If we want to say like this, so it will become turidu. She want to an tadhaba. It will become an tadhaba. An tadhaba ila Makkah. She turidu an tadhaba ila Makkah. She want to go to Makkah. Second person singular. Okay. Turidu an tadhaba ila Makkah. An tadhaba. Okay. Second person masculine singular. Tadhabu. You want to go to Makkah. Okay. This is he. He want to go to Makkah. She want to go to Makkah. You want to go to Makkah. And I want to go to Makkah. We want to go to Makkah. Okay. These 5 moods. Third person masculine singular, third person feminine singular, second person masculine singular, first person masculine and feminine singular, first person masculine and feminine plural. Okay, PLU, plural. If you want to say you want to go to Makkah, so we will use turidu an tadhaba ila Makkah. If we want to say I want to go to Makkah, then we will use uridu an azhaba ila Makkah. Uridu an azhaba ila Makkah. I want to go to Makkah. Then if we want to say we want to go to Makkah, then it will become nuridu an nadhabu. Instead of nadhabu, this will change to fatha. Okay, an nadhaba. An nadhaba ila Makkah. These are the 5 examples. What is the definition? Definition is an lan kai idan lamut talil, lamul juhud, fa as-sababiyya and hatta. These 8 particles precede to imperfect tense and changes the case to from nominative to accusative. The sign of accusative is fatha. This will work on all the 14 moods. From 5 moods they will drop dhamma and replace the dhamma with fatha. And from 7 moods they will drop noon al-i'rabi. And from the remaining 2 moods no change will occur. Those 2 moods are third person feminine plural and second person feminine plural. Third person feminine plural and second person feminine plural will get no change. Okay, these words do not make any change on those words. Got it? Take the screenshot, then I will write other examples. Take the screenshot, then I shall give some more examples to get the concept understand betterly. To get the concept, I shall give some more examples to get the actual concept. These particles precede to imperfect tense and give fatha to 5 moods and drop noon i'rabi from 7 moods and do not make any change in 2 moods. That is third person feminine plural and second person feminine plural. The particles give fatha to 5 moods are third person masculine singular, third person feminine singular, second person masculine singular, first person singular, first person plural. Okay, first person masculine and feminine plural singular, first person masculine and feminine plural. The particles drop noon i'rabi from 7 moods. These particles drop noon i'rabi from 7 moods. Noon i'rabi will be dropped from 7 moods. Those 7 moods are third person masculine dual, third person masculine plural, third person feminine dual, second person masculine dual, second person masculine plural, second person feminine singular, and second person feminine dual. These 7 from these 7 moods noon i'rabi will be dropped. Okay. What is the special feature of an? What is the special feature of an? The special feature of an is it precedes to imperfect tense and give fatha to the last letter of the word and holds the meaning to future tense. This is the special feature of an. For example, uridu an azura sadiqa. I want to meet the friend. So the meaning is confined to the future tense. Uridu an adhaba ila Makkah. I want to go to Makkah means this is not, we are not talking about the present tense, but it becomes future tense. We are talking about the future. When we are using the particle an is there. When we are using an, then it holds the meaning for the future tense. Okay, here an to, so that an yadhabu becomes an yadhaba, an tadhabu becomes an tadhaba, an tadhabu becomes an tadhaba, and an adhabu becomes an adhaba, and an nadhabu becomes an nadhaba. So you can easily notice the change at the end of the word. It is replacing dhamma with fatha. Whenever an, lan, kai, idan, fa as-sababiyya, lam at-talil, lam al-jahud or hatta precede to imperfect tense, they will give fatha to these 5 moods means 5 moods are third person masculine singular, third person feminine singular, second person masculine singular, first person masculine and feminine singular, first person masculine and feminine plural. From these 5 moods, to these 5 moods they will give patha, and they will drop Nune Arabi from 7 moods. What are those 7 moods? Those 7 moods are, let me rub this board, then I will write those 7 moods. Those 7 moods are this one. Mood 1, mood 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then one more is 7. Those 7 moods are second person masculine dual. Yadhabu, yadhabani, and yadhabuna. Okay. Tadhabu, tadhabani, yadhabna. Then again tadhabu, tadhabani, tadhabuna, tadhabina, tadhabani, tadhabna, adhabuna, adhabu. So yadhabu, yadhabani, yadhabuna, tadhabu, tadhabani, tadhabuna, tadhabu, tadhabani, yadhabna, tadhabu, tadhabani, yadhabna, tadhabu, again tadhabu, tadhabani, tadhabuna. Tadhabuna is missing. We will write here tadhabuna, tadhabuna, tadhabina, tadhabani, tadhabna. These are the 7 moods from which Nune Arabi will be dropped by these particles. Okay, this Nune Arabi will be dropped, this one will be dropped, this one will be dropped, this one will be dropped, this is also will be dropped, this one will be dropped, and this one will also be dropped. Okay, from these 7 moods they will drop this one. So what it will become? An yadhabani becomes an yadhaba, no Nune Arabi, and antadhabuna becomes antadhabu, noon will be dropped. Okay, antadhabu. Then we will suffix, after dropping the plural noon, we will suffix alif. Okay, antadhabu, alif will be given extra here for symbolizing the drop of the noon. Antadhabani will become antadhaba, and this will become antadhaba. This also will become antadhaba. Noon Arabi will be dropped. Then from this sentence, antadhabina, antadhabuna, the noon will be dropped and we will replace with alif. Noon will be replaced with alif. It will become antadhabu, antadhabi, noon will be dropped. And here antadhaba, noon will be dropped. So from these 7 moods, these subjunctive particles, what they do? They drop noon Arabi. Got it? Inshallah, in our next class, we will try to understand this topic in depth, in some more detail. Okay? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.